little bit of snow last night with a hell of a lot of wind, making for a little bit of blustery conditions. Finally, weather for our sled. See what's going on in the shed. Just the one fan going, pulling a bit of moisture out, as you can see. So that's telling me the shed's nicely at 4 to 5. So I think this weather is welcome. A little bit of snow, a little bit of cold, a little bit of skidooing, a little bit of behind the desk book work. It's that time of year. Whoa, a little bit of ice. Get that fireplace cranked up, take the chill off. So I was talking to Brad Hogg the other day. Well, we chat all the time, but I was complaining about my headlamp burning out. And he said, well, why, instead of doing what I typically do, is just put a little piece of red tape over the headlamp to get that red filter, you know, why not buy a headlamp with those LED lights that provides that red signature, and it'll be much more useful for you. So I went to Canadian Tire, $12. Let's see if it's going to work here. Let's gotta get into it. Red light makes the job much more pleasant. I haven't been in my shed for a little while. I'm hearing of a lot of disaster stories of beekeepers around and their stock not looking so good. So it only adds worry. But my hives seem pretty good going in, so I'm not too worried about it. I did my due diligence. Whoa. Okay, so that's bright. So where's the red? Oof. Supposed to be red filter on here. How the hell does that work? Boy, that's blinding. I can't even see. Supposed to be a red filter on that. Man, it's almost looking like looking into a welding flash. There we go. Red. Just had to hold it down. Ha! That is what I want. Let's go try this out. Here we go. Shed's holding at 5. Let's go see some bees. My idle fan is on high, so, you know, the bees are still alive. Good evening, girls. I think tomorrow I'm going to come in here and do a sweep. Not much for drop yet. Just a little bit. Enough to sweep though. Well, they're definitely alive. That's a good thing. Ooh boy. Focus. So that's down one aisle, so not a lot of drop, but enough. So I'm gonna get at that tomorrow. Focus. Little fives. So I feel like I'm gonna get beat up going down this aisle. I'd let a little more drop. A little more drop, meaning hives are a little bit bigger here. You can smell my breath. Indeed. There's a little bit of white light off this camera. They certainly don't like. Gee whiz, girls, get back in there. So I don't know if that's making me feel good or not, because we're pretty aggressive when feeding them. So they are heavy coming in. Said my sore back. Must be a little bit of white light coming through this LED, because they're just a whoop. Buggers. They're a bit attracted to it yet. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have a wheelbarrow full for sure. Not a whole lot of drop. Just enough. Whoa! Right by my face. That's what I like to see. Nicely tucked in. Not too overly concerned. This has got me a little bit worried. I have to cool down the shed a little bit more, I think. Increase my airflows. My temperature module is on the outside wall, so I was reading 5 there. I bet you it's warmer than 5 here. I'm going to walk through here tomorrow when I sweep, and I'll bring my carbon dioxide monitor too, just to see. With high airflow, it should be fairly low. But I'm just curious to see what temperature it is within the aisles here. I bet you it's a bit warmer than 5. I bet you we're more like 6, maybe 7. Because I'm seeing a lot of activity at the fronts here. So they should be tucked in a little bit more than that. This is a row of nukes, so a little bit smaller. A little more tucked in there. Looking too shabby though. See what my 6 and 5s look like here. I'm not going to walk down there because that'll be murder. Looking good, looking good. All right, so I'm going to stage this fan up a little bit so it's a little bit cooler. I'll try to get this temperature down to about 2, thinking that with it being 2 out here against the wall in the middle of the shed, maybe I'll try to achieve that 4. My ceiling fans are, you know, I don't want them too aggressive because I want a kind of a calm state within the shed, just a light mixing. And maybe I should increase the fans a little bit too, just to help churn that air to a more uniform temperature across the shed. We'll see what that does.